Imagine a place where childhood dreams are mass-produced and monetized, where ancient alligators stalk the swamps just a stone's throw from gleaming skyscrapers, and where the sun shines so relentlessly it literally earned the entire state its most famous moniker. Welcome to the land of endless summer, surprising history, and a touch of the utterly bizarre. Welcome to Florida. You're tuned into Atlas Narrator, your guide to the world's most fascinating places. And today, we're diving deep into the Sunshine State, a vibrant, wild, and utterly unpredictable corner of America that truly is a world unto itself. Florida, as you might know, is a massive peninsula, jutting out like an exclamation point between the Atlantic Ocean to the east and the Gulf of Mexico to the west. This unique geography blesses it with the longest coastline in the contiguous United States, stretching approximately 1,350 miles, not including its myriad barrier islands. It's the only state lucky enough to border both the Atlantic and the Gulf. Despite its vastness, Florida is primarily low-lying and remarkably flat, so much so that its highest point, Britton Hill, is the lowest high point of any U.S. state, barely reaching 345 feet above sea level. This flatness, however, gives way to an abundance of lakes and swamps, especially in the south, most famously the Everglades. Now let's talk about that sunshine. Florida is indeed the warmest state in the U.S., with an average daily temperature hovering around 70.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Its climate varies from subtropical in the north to truly tropical in the south, making it one of only two states in the continental U.S. to boast a tropical climate, the other being Hawaii. But Sunshine State doesn't mean it's always calm. Central Florida, in fact, holds the title of the lightning capital of the United States, experiencing more strikes than anywhere else. And while snow is practically a myth here, though Jacksonville did see some flakes in '89 and there are occasional frosts in the Panhandle, the state is no stranger to dramatic weather. From late spring to early autumn, prepare for intense, albeit often brief, afternoon thunderstorms. These refreshing, cold showers are a welcome relief from the summer heat and the notoriously high humidity, which can climb to 97% or more in July and August. And then, of course, there's hurricane season, officially running from June 1st to November 30th. Florida is the most hurricane-prone state, and these powerful tropical storms have, unfortunately, left their mark, with names like Andrew, Irma, and Ian forever etched into the state's memory for the immense damage they caused. Florida's story stretches back much further than its tourist brochures might suggest. Paleo-Indians first inhabited this peninsula at least 14,000 years ago, but its written history begins in 1513, when Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de León made landfall. He named it La Florida, meaning land of flowers, both for its verdant landscape and because he arrived during the Easter season, known in Spanish as Pascua Florida, or Festival of Flowers. This marked the first known European landing in what would become the continental United States. Just over 50 years later, in 1565, the Spanish established St. Augustine, which proudly remains the oldest continuously inhabited European settlement in the U.S. Over the centuries, Florida was a colonial hot potato, passing between Spanish and brief British rule before finally becoming a U.S. territory in 1821 and the 27th state in 1845. Its early history was shaped by the fierce Seminole Wars and, later, its secession from the Union to join the Confederacy during the Civil War. The 20th century, however, brought a true boom, fueled by the invention of air conditioning, the development of the interstate highway system, and the sheer allure of its warm climate, transforming it into a magnet for migrants and vacationers alike. Today, Florida is the third most populous state in the U.S., home to over 23 million residents, but it welcomes a staggering 140 million tourists every year. This influx has made it a vibrant mosaic of cultures. While English is the official language, a massive Latin American influence means that Spanish is widely spoken. Over 20% of the population speaks it as their first language, and in Miami-Dade County, more than 70% speak a language other than English. This rich cultural tapestry is evident everywhere, from the Cuban enclaves of Miami's Little Havana to the Florida Crackers, descendants of early English and Scots-Irish settlers, who have shaped the state's rural traditions. Florida is also a popular destination for retirees, drawn by the warm climate and favorable tax laws, making it a state with a significant elderly population. Economically, Florida is a powerhouse. Its gross state product of $1.647 trillion makes it the fourth largest economy in the United States, and if it were a sovereign nation, it would rank as the 15th largest economy globally. Tourism, of course, is a massive part of this, but agriculture also plays a huge role. Florida is the #1 grower of oranges for juice, grapefruits, mangoes, tomatoes, and sugarcane in the US. It also ranks high for strawberries, avocados, and peppers. And as a bonus, Florida is one of only 8 states that does not impose a personal income tax. Beyond economics, the Florida lifestyle is defined by its vibrant sports scene. It's home to professional teams in all major American leagues, from NFL to MLS, and of course, its close proximity to the ocean deeply shapes its culture, identity, and daily life, making water sports and beach living central to the Floridian experience. Beyond the bustling cities, Florida is a true sanctuary for wildlife and unique ecosystems. The most famous, perhaps, is Everglades National Park, often called the River of Grass. It's the largest tropical wilderness in the US, a vast expanse of mangroves, wetlands, and slow-flowing rivers, home to panthers, manatees, and an incredible array of birds, including flamingos and roseate spoonbills. But the real stars, the alligators and, uniquely, crocodiles, making the Everglades the only place on Earth where these two formidable reptiles coexist. Just remember your bug spray. The mosquitoes are legendary here. Another natural wonder is the Florida Reef, the only living coral barrier reef in the continental United States, and the third largest coral barrier reef system in the world, stretching off the coast of the Florida Keys and offering breathtaking snorkeling and diving opportunities. And if you're looking for a quirky, serene escape, try tubing down the Ichetuckney River in northern Florida, where you can gently drift with the current and might just spot a manatee or two. Now, let's talk landmarks and attractions, because Florida has them in spades. Orlando is arguably the theme park capital of the world. It's a city that practically screams tourist trap, but delivers unadulterated joy. You have the magic of Walt Disney World Resort, the largest single-site employer in the US, with its iconic Cinderella Castle, sprawling across 25,000 acres, bigger than some actual cities. Then there's Universal Orlando Resort, offering thrilling rides and immersive worlds like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Beyond the big two, you'll find SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Legoland Florida, and the upcoming Epic Universe. And just a 90-minute drive away is the Kennedy Space Center on Merritt Island, NASA's primary launch site, where you can walk among rockets and experience a shuttle launch simulator. But Orlando isn't just theme parks. You can also enjoy the Orlando Starflyer, the world's tallest swing ride, or get up close with gators at Gatorland, Orlando's hidden gem. Heading south, we find Miami, an unnatural masterpiece, a city built on human ambition in a humid, hurricane-prone swamp. It's a vibrant metropolis renowned for its electrifying nightlife, which some call an extreme sport. Miami boasts diverse neighborhoods like the colorful art walls of Wynwood, the luxurious high-rises of Brickell, and the cultural heart of Little Havana, where you can savor an authentic taste of Cuba. South Beach is iconic, with its pastel Art Deco historic district, soft white sands, and a parade of influencers and fitness fanatics. It's also home to the largest passenger port in the world, Port Miami. Continuing even further south, the Florida Keys are a tropical delight, a scattered string of coral islands stretching for about 120 miles. The sunsets here are legendary, best enjoyed with a cocktail and a slice of the state's official dessert, key lime pie. The end of the line is Key West, the southernmost city in the continental US, just 90 miles from Cuba. It's famous for its quirky atmosphere, pastel-hued conch houses, the former home of Ernest Hemingway, and the nightly sunset celebration at Mallory Square. From Key West, you can take a seaplane or ferry to Dry Tortugas National Park, one of the most isolated and pristine national parks, home to historic Fort Jefferson and incredible coral reefs, perfect for snorkeling. Don't overlook St. Augustine, the nation's oldest city, where Spanish colonial architecture lines the streets, and the 17th-century stone fortress, Castillo de San Marcos stands as a testament to its rich history. On the Gulf Coast, St. Petersburg, or Saint, Pete offers beautiful beaches, a vibrant downtown, and a booming foodie scene. Nearby, Clearwater Beach boasts some of the clearest, bluest waters in the state. For a more relaxed yet lively vibe, Fort Lauderdale, sometimes called the Venice of America for its extensive waterways, provides both tranquil beaches and buzzing party spots. And for a touch of luxury and golf, Naples, on Florida's Gulf Coast, is a dream destination for the wealthy and anyone who appreciates stunning, sugar-white sands and world-class courses. Tampa, with its unique Ybor City Historic District, combines beach paradise, urban sprawl, and a surprising amount of history, along with attractions like Busch Gardens. Even the capital city Tallahassee, tucked away in the Panhandle, offers a different side of Florida, with rolling hills, forests, and historical sites like the Goodwood Museum and Gardens. So, whether you're chasing thrills at a theme park, exploring ancient forts, communing with manatees, or simply soaking up the sun on a pristine beach, Florida offers an unparalleled array of experiences. It's a state that continually surprises, a place where the wild and the wonderful truly come alive. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the Sunshine State. If you found this episode engaging and informative, please make sure to hit that subscribe button for Atlas Narrator, give this video a big thumbs up, and leave a comment below. We want to hear from you. What's your favorite thing about Florida, or what's on your Florida bucket list? We love reading your insights. Until next time, keep exploring.